Well, greetings and salutations, this is Rick. I do hope you're having a great day. Right, in this video we are finally camping. Okay, so it's 2020, it's the middle of August, and it's taken this long to actually get out on a decent camping trip. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of the rain, which is typical British summertime weather, and apparently the rain is going to be here for the whole weekend. I'm just at Damon's field at the moment, and I've literally just got here, and Austin's here, Damon's here, Joe's just arrived, so hopefully we'll get at least some breaks in the weather where we can chill out and do stuff. Otherwise I have no idea how this weekend's going to unfold. That's better. The rain just instantly stopped, just like that. So that's good. Let's hope it stays off for a while and the camera doesn't fall off. So how have you been? I haven't made any videos for a little while because there's not been a huge amount going on, although that's actually not true. I've just had some visitors for the last 3 weeks, and they were YouTube friends, my good friends Steve and Michelle from Steve's Kitchen. Unfortunately they got stranded. They're originally from Australia and they couldn't get back home to Australia because Australia at the moment have shut the doors because of this bug. They were also in Turkey, but unfortunately their visa ran out in Turkey, and Turkey was looking to kick them out and they didn't have anywhere to go. So they got in touch, and I said that I've got a spare room so they can come and stay with me. So that's exactly what they did. For the last 3 weeks Steve and Michelle have been staying with me. Now while they were staying with me, they've been planning this rather epic walk from John O'Groats, which is the very most northern tip of Scotland, to Land's End, which is the very most southern tip of the UK. And they've actually headed off there now. They headed off in a really cool looking Mini, which they hired for a few days, and they're now currently in John O'Groats, and they're going to basically be walking. It's going to be 1,000 miles plus, and it's probably going to take over 2 months to do. And they're hoping to be able to video log their journey as they go. They're going to be doing live streams as long as they can get some signal. So it's going to be kind of like quite an interesting trip and journey to follow. So I encourage everybody to just have a little quick wander over to Steve and Michelle's channel. I shall leave a link below, but it should make for a really interesting couple of months. Now back in Rick World, not a huge amount's happened. I've done a little bit of work on the garden. The new conservatory was supposed to go in on Monday, but unfortunately they let me down, or rather their supplier let them down, so they said. But they're coming in a couple of weeks' time, so hopefully the new conservatory will be done and I get that out of the way. Also did a couple of live streams, which I'm not a fan of doing live streams. I really I'm one of those people who I kind of engage mouth before I engage brain, and on a live feed there's no second chances. At least when I'm recording, at least I got a second chance. If I get it wrong, I just start again and it's no problem. But yeah, I was on a couple of Steve's live streams, and again you can see those on Steve's channel, some of the earlier videos from sort of earlier this month. Right, I've been being a bit unsociable. I haven't really had much of a chance to speak to anyone yet. So apart from a few quick hellos, so I'm going to put my wellies on and we'll go and say hi to the others now it's stopped raining. It's the first time I'm using this media mod. I've got the GoPro Hero 8 now, and I'm using the media mod on it. Hopefully, although it's really windy, hopefully the little microphone's going to take care of the wind noise. Right, let's see if anyone's in. Hello! Hello! No, Austin?
No, just got to make tea.
Alright, okay. Hey Joe, how you doing?
Even though you're bad, like,
yeah. Oh my god, what happened?
I've got to change the clothes, but there's no point yet.
This man is very wet. Oh wow, that's Damon's ghost hunter that you've been...
Available on eBay.
And it shows up ghosts.
Yeah.
You might not know this, Damon's a bit of a ghost hunter. Well, you make ghost hunting equipment, don't you? And this is something, this is your invention, is it? Or is it?
No, again, it's something I've just learned how to build.
This is it's got a, like, he puts these car aerials on it.
It's not car aerial.
when you go near it, it does a thing. So I suppose it's on the same principle as a is it not?
It is pheromone.
Pheromone.
Yeah.
But yeah, that with the ghost hunting rig. But oh yeah, that was your dog, wasn't
And
it?
you got to stick a battery up his arse.
This is genius. I like this. These basically pick up any electromagnetic radiation.
So supposedly, if a spirit comes near it, then it'll set it off. But this
Or is it a spirit? Or is it
child spirits? This one.
So you're gonna. I'll let it lights up as well.
So I basically had to buy his name Max from Pets 2, slit him all down his back, completely de-stuff him, sew in all the LEDs and everything, and then wire it all up and solder it and all that sort of stuff, and then sew it back up again.
Wow.
There we go.
So the dog's
It's tracking me now. Yeah, I'll grab the camera and have a look. So
Here we go.
so is it? Am I a matchstick
So
man?
yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So you've had some interesting footage with this around the bag, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where something showed up and it was tracking this little matchstick, well, sort of a dog, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gloucester Prison. But
Just need it now.
yeah, I just need my bag out of the way a minute. Don't want to step on you. I'm going to move it down to this side of you. There it is. Yeah, moves with you.
Does he really?
Up against the bag.
Up against the bag here?
How strange.
But the thing is, if that tracks some sort of matchstick person going up to the dog and then the dog goes off, you know you've got a nibble.
And look what else we got. Viewers.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, we see it in the flesh. So Damon's taken up bodybuilding. He's turned into a superhero, and he dons that when he hears a cry of help. So that is a haptic suit, isn't it?
Yeah,
for your
haptic vest.
virtual reality. Sorry, haptic vest, yes. And it makes you look like a superhero when you put it on. And I'm sure we'll get a chance to try that later. We're just experimenting with an infrared camera, and this is quite remarkable. When you take pictures of it or through it, it makes you look like a zombie. And Damon just took a picture of me, and I'll show you it now. I look terrible, but it's quite strange. So you're going to take another one.
I'm actually taking full HD video.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be really freaky. Do I look like a zombie?
Yeah. And it's snowing outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's the infrared. It just picks up the green. It looks white.
Ah, I'm curious to see the footage of this. I expect you might be as well.
Definitely been snowing outside. We brought it for a Christmas video.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want a zombie Christmas video.
The great Christmas zombie apocalypse.
Oh, behave. Right, I've been asked to do a thing. Okay.
You've got to be quite careful with it because it's got the wires obviously going just like that.
Okay.
Do it.
So I'm going to look like a superhero, am I?
And then just put these on that one. That's it. Just turn around a minute. There's a little button just here. Press and hold it. Hopefully it's still charged up.
How are you supposed to turn that on yourself?
You can just reach it.
Alright. Does it suit me?
Is
Is it a good look?
Suits you, sir.
Is it going to feel like somebody's going to punch you in the stomach because of it? Bear in mind I've got gastritis. I'm not to throw up. Okay. What was that? Oh!
That's me drawing on your back.
Ooh.
I just drew a big penis.
what you like.
So this is like full intensity now.
Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh wow. You just got a pad and you're like.
Yeah. So.
Ooh. Oh, that's really clever. It's like a little. That. It's better with your eyes closed. 'Cause it...
So we got a library of things here. Tell me if you know what they are.
Okay.
Right. So ready? Right. First one.
Being shot.
With an arrow, in through the front, out through the back.
Yeah. Ooh. I feel like I would do a slow motion thing.
Oh, and actually we're only on half intensity for all of this.
Okay.
Let's try the arrow hit when we get on.
Arrow hit. Oh wow. Yeah. It's like you're being
Let's
shot.
keep shooting, Rick.
Oh,
let's do the rifle blast one again then.
Okay.
Rifle impact.
That's weird. Why is it affecting my legs?
Slash pierce. Full intensity.
That's funny. I'm done. Oh, that was fun. I can imagine with the full immersion that would be quite good.
It only got good when I was playing that one game. I can't remember what the game was called now. I remember press and hold that.
Thank you very much. Right, I've settled on mackerel in a sweet teriyaki sauce. Whoops, try not to spill it. On a little bed of onions, which I'm just cooking up now, and then that's going to be served on some pillow basmati rice. Or I say served up on, it's going to be all cooked up in the pan. So this is hopefully going to be a one pot or a one pan recipe. Yeah, these tinned fishes you can get now, tinned mackerel and sardines, they're really good now because they come with all these really cool flavoured sauces. So it makes eating healthy food a lot more enjoyable. But these little tins you can get, I got another one here, sardine fillets in tikka sauce. They're fantastic for a single meal, and like I say, just chuck in a little bit of rice. I always use the pre-cooked rice when I'm camping because it's just so much easier. All you got to do is warm it up. Although it's not hard to cook rice, but you generally need a saucepan and it just means more washing up. So for convenience, this pre-cooked rice is pretty good and pretty useful. And all I'll do is just sprinkle some on there so it sort of becomes a bit of a risotto, I guess. So I'm going to use half a pack because there's 2 portions in each pack, and that is going to make a really tasty meal. Oh, your bed?
Yeah, and then up on the floor. I've had me side. Oh, there we go. No,
Has he sussed it? I say Austin's the man.
I remember you done it straight away. Like.
Yeah, I do remember. I do it now.
Joe's going to be staying in his little base here. The caravan's not ready. Damon had plans to get the caravan up and ready for guests. That's a future project, not quite done yet. But it's a bit uninhabitable at the moment because it's like he's taken a lot of the stuff out, but he hasn't put anything in yet. But look at these apples everywhere. See if we can zoom in. I've got a very slow zoom on this when we're when the camera's rolling. That's maximum speed zoom. But there are apples everywhere. Oh, it's fun and games out there. I was just out there with me other little camera. This is the Sony RX100 Mark VII, and I was just getting some B-roll with it because you can get a nice shallow depth of field, and I have to keep running in because the heavens keep opening, and I just got caught again that I'm all soaking wet. That was a nice dinner actually. I'm feeling nicely satisfied with that. What time is it? 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm so tired lately. I don't know why. It's one of the reasons I'm not making videos. I've just got no energy. I don't know if is it just to get an old thing. I'm only 51, but oh, what was that? I put the camera on to talk about something, and it's gone. That's the other thing. Brain fog as well. Tiredness and brain fog. If you know what that is, and what I can do to alleviate that, I would be very interested to know. Although, to be honest, I think a lot of it is just this whole. Just this world we're living in at the moment. It's just all so surreal and bizarre. As a human being, I'm struggling with it, and I suspect I'm not the only one. But never mind, I came here to get away from that sort of thing, so here I am, and quite happy to be staring at a different four walls for a change. But yeah, for video maker, I'm determined to make a reasonably good video with this little trip, and so I've decided that I want to do a little bit more B-roll as well as conversation. A lot of the time it's just, you know, me monologue, you know, just me talking to the camera, but I think B-roll just makes it a little bit more interesting. B-roll is, you know, alternative bits of visuals, little snippets of footage that you take incidentally, and then you mix it in, and so I'm going to be experimenting with it, adding a little bit of B-roll to this particular video, just to kind of mix things up a bit, make it a little bit more interesting. And it is one of the reasons why I decided to go for this camera, basically because it does everything that a DSLR does, apart from it's got a fixed lens, which I think on this one is 24 to 200, so it's actually good enough for walking along and vlogging, but also it's got a 200mm lens, so you know, you've got telephoto and you've got good depth of field, which means it's perfectly good. And one of the reasons I went for it as opposed to using the Canon M50 is because that Canon M50 I've got like 5 lenses and a couple of attachments, you know, converters, and whenever I look at it to use it, my brain just goes into a meltdown. I've got to think. It's one of those cameras you've got to think a lot about, you know, what lens am I going to use, is that the right focal length, and I wanted to take a lot of the thinking processes out of the equation, and so this camera seemed to tick all the right boxes. So I feel like I'm falling out of the art of video making. It's kind of been so few and far between making videos recently. It's like I've forgotten how to do it, and I'm really struggling to make this video. So many times I've turned the camera on and I'm just like, oh, the words are not coming out. I know what I want to say in my head, but I'm just not articulating them very well at all. And it's probably just a combination of things. I'm feeling tired, my brain's not working that well at the moment, and I'm out of practice, and it's just not a good combination. Getting the new camera has kind of prompted me a little bit more to you know, make videos again, because it's kind of easier using that camera than it is the DSLR. I think having the DSLR, I mean, it was a lovely camera, and it was a really good quality camera, but it was just, I don't know, it was just so daunting using it, and I had to think so much about it. I ended up not using it, so I'm hoping just having that point and shoot is going to change things a little bit. Now, when Steve and Michelle were staying at the house and they were researching what equipment they needed to use in order to do this epic walking trip, they were looking into jackets. Now, you can spend a huge amount of money on a jacket, you know, because they're supposedly good, and a lot of walkers I know do invest heavily in, you know, certain brands and certain types of material. But what they were finding consistently from a lot of walkers who actually know what they're doing and have been doing it for a long time, was this particular down jacket that a lot of them use, and it was very reasonably priced. I think it was about £39. So Steve and Michelle ordered 2 of these jackets, and when they arrived at the house I actually tried one on, and it was amazing how warm it was. So in the truest editions, I got one for myself, and the beauty of these things are they're very, very lightweight. They fold up into their own little pocket, and they can fold down flat. If you're camping, they're great for a little pillow, and when you open them up, they're actually a down jacket. Now, the only downside is that I don't think they're like 100% waterproof or anything like that, and I think they will eventually soak up water, so you need some sort of an outer shell. But when you're walking, you do things in layers, and this is just a really thin layer. But I tell you what, it's so roasty toasty, and I thought it would be perfect for just keeping in the van for camping. And right now, I mean, I've been in a t-shirt all day. It's, you know, it's not unreasonably cold, but now the sun's gone down, there's still a little bit of rain about, and I'm starting to get a bit chilly, so I'm actually trying it out for the first time, you know, using it properly. And I love the fact these things have got little little elasticated wrist things inside as well to stop the drafts. And I've got to say straight away, it's like putting on, have you ever put one of those space blankets on, you know, those things they give out to people at the end of marathons? It feels a bit like that. It can feel this heat reflecting back at you. And I think it's supposed to be down, but yeah. So not sure about the style of the hood, but if it's going to keep you warm, who cares? But yeah, I should be wearing this evening. But I'm thinking, if I want it to be waterproof, I think I'm going to need some sort of an outer skin. Now, I don't even know if cagoules are even a thing anymore, but I may have to look into some sort of another kind of fold-up thing that will go on the outside of this and make it waterproof. But if you got any tips on a very lightweight, very thin outer waterproof, feel free to leave comments in the notes below. That's the rain starting up again, and I don't want everything to get wet in here. So I have no idea what we're going to be doing this evening. It's only 7:30, so I'm just going to wait for this little shower to go over. I can see blue sky up there. So I'll see what's what, and we'll go from there. Oh, goodies.
It's not our tea, have you had tea?
I have, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Custard.
Hello, Rocco. Oh, man.
There's one each.
Oh, superstar. Oh, thank you.
Sorry, the
Sorry, it's not
boxes are a bit tight.
Oh, you've got the right idea.
Rocco, let's get on that one.
Ka-chow. You got the title and artist for 10 points plus an extra 10 bonus points. Your score is 50. Player 2, question 3, for 10 points.
Heaven is a Place on Earth, Belinda Carlisle.
Yes.
Crucial. You got the title and artist for 10 points plus an extra 10 bonus points. Your score is 60. Player 3, question 3, for 10 points.
Betty Davis eyes. And I can't.
Kim Carnes.
Got it, both.
Shibby.
Shibby.
You got the title and artist for 10 points plus an extra 10 bonus points.
Oh, it's this.
Your score is
Oh.
50. Player 4, question 3, for 10 points.
Shake It Up by No Idea.
You got the title for 10 points. The song was Shake It Up by the Cars. Your score is 40. Player 1, question 4.
Right, the only downside to camping in this van is late at night you've got to set your bed up. So I'm going to do that now. And I've just taken off the little cover, and it should just be a case of pulling it out. This new stuff cupboard for my bedding is really good because it's much bigger than it was before. It just makes it a little easier to get the stuff in there, because I had to really properly stuff it in there before. There. But this is a fitted sheet for a single bed, and it fits perfectly. It's just exactly the right size, so the sheet actually stretches over, so you get a nice tight sheet to sleep on, which is nice. And I've built the bed in such a way that you can actually tuck the duvet right down here. There's no join where you've got the wall of the van and the bed, so you can't actually tuck the duvet down. So I will always do that now on my bed designs. It just makes things a little bit more comfortable at night. Right, I'm going to head off to bed, and I will see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's the next day. It's very early at the moment. Well, say very early. It's 8:30. That's early for me. Now, at the moment, I can't have coffee first thing in the morning, which is a tragedy because I love my coffee. But instead, I'm going to start the day with some of this yummy cabbage juice, and then I shall wash that down with a ginger kombucha. Kombucha? How do you pronounce it? Kombucha. Yeah, I think I shall have a chaser and then sort out maybe a nice little hot drink of some description. But the weather is there's a little bit of blue sky up there, which is good. That's encouraging. The forecast is sort of sun and rain today, so at some point hopefully we'll be able to get outside and sort of, you know, not be rained upon. That'd be nice. So anyway, let's see what the day brings, and I'll get back to you soon. Bit of sunshine. That's quite nice when the sun comes out, but it keeps going back in again. Hello, Ellie. No, I'm not going to kick the ball for you today because you won't leave me alone for the rest of the day. Right, just drinking some peppermint tea, which is quite nice. Looks like Austin's not home. He must be at Damon's.
It's the same medication, but you switch.
Good morning.
Mr. Rick, man.
You all right?
Fine, man. Rick.
Again.
We're going to put the what's the wind forecast? We're going to put the marquee up today or not?
I don't think it's going to get worse than this. It was only that really major wind, so I think we can find all the stakes and stuff.
I'll have a look.
Are you actually filming?
No, not filming. Well, looks like the marquee is back up and running, so no doubt we'll be using that a bit later. Yeah. Oh, filming me, filming you.
Filming.
So you're using your camcorder now. Right, got my saucepan out for later where I'm going to get some apples, or an apple, to do a little apple crumble. But for now I've got the skillet out and I'm just going to do a little bit of dinner. And in here we got a little beef burger and some onions, and I'll probably chuck in an egg as well when it's time to put one in. And that'll be a nice little tasty lunch. Hopefully this will be ready soon. Looking forward to it. All right, I think we're ready to serve up. Let's go for it, shall we? Not going for aesthetics today. I'm just going to dump the whole lot on a plate. There we go. That's a great little cooker, really efficient. I had that on the lowest setting and it cooked everything through beautifully. So there we go. 0 out of 10 for presentation, but it should be quite tasty. A little bit of ketchup on it and I'll be sorted. Yep, that'll do nicely. Has he started it yet?
Right, that's on the lowest intensity. Ready?
Yeah. Whoa. Oh. He's got an app there, and he's running his fingers
On Joe's back.
and I can feel it on my
I'm
back.
not even touching him, I can't get in trouble.
If that's actually it sounds wrong, but therapeutic.
Have you shot
I
him?
like that, yeah.
Shot him with an arrow yet?
Right. Arrow. Ready?
Yep. Whoa! You get it.
Pervert
Intensity
suit on me.
iteration. Ready?
Yeah.
The pervy suit.
Yeah, I jumped as well. My legs went as well.
Imagine playing a really boxing game.
You feel it going in the front, now the back.
Yeah. Wait, wait. Yeah. It's... Hang on, let me stand up. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, we're going to have a little settle for the evening, I think. Joe's got a plan. I think he's going to have a go at doing a bit of a sneeze up, but it's going to be a silent one. Ooh. we can't make much noise at the at the field. Basically because you know, we've got a good neighbour policy thing here, so we can't have loud blaring music. So it's going to be a headphone party. I've never been to this before.
Silent
So
disco.
I think we're going to do some VR bits as well first.
oh yeah, you've got some VR things to do, but we're waiting. Oh yeah, with the vest, but we're waiting on the weather again. It's very wet. It's a bit rainy. Not the best night for a disco.
No.
But hey, what's not to like? It's the weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really stormy.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh, it's really getting stormy. This gazebo's starting to get a little bit. Is it all getting wet?
Yeah, it's all right now.
It's right in the middle, isn't it? It'll stop in a minute.
It's just a shower.
He says. He finds out he's in for the night.
Yeah.
There's blue sky coming.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, in the distance.
Oh, sorry.
We've all been like that this weekend.
Uh,
It's the lockdown. It's done our heads in.
Damon
We've
wants
got
to
no
do
brains
some
left.
photos with the
Oh yeah.
you and Austin, and then
Oh,
after
yeah.
that I'll get this set up and ready to go.
There's a cracking photo of Joe stood there in infrared. It's
yeah.
like an infrared photo, and I'll chat Damon. Oh, I got your problem there. I'll chat Damon up to see whether I can get a copy of it, and I'll put it up here if I can.
Anyway,
Someone is going to try on a haptic vest again.
You do it over your coat, then.
Oh, yeah, it's cold, isn't it? It's a t-shirt.
You're going to be fighting in a minute. It'll be warm, I tell you.
Yeah, have you seen my fight? Is that right there, Joe?
Yeah.
Don't hit me.
Don't let me kick the bucket. Right.
Right, while you're getting set up,
Freezing. So I'm going to try it for real now. Got to work in the shady area because the sunlight interferes with the infrared on the controllers.
The thrill of the fight you're looking for. It should be the last one played.
I'm going in. Oops. Oh, who's this guy?
Yeah, you should hear it.
Oh, that's got him.
You can't feel him here, you're on the front.
Oh, that's got him. Yeah, he's when he gets my head, I can't feel him.
Oh
but...
no, you haven't got the head one, have you? You've got the chest one.
Oh, got me in the stomach there.
Did you feel it?
Yeah.
it's just amazing how that
Ooh.
gets on.
That was kind of fun. Bit. Right, so everybody's bringing me their apples.
Stew!
So Damon, what you like? I'm just going to cook these down in this saucepan, assuming it's going to be big enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cook down the apples and then I'm going to share it out, and then these guys can please themselves what they're going to put on them as toppings. Now for me, for topping, I'm going to go for hobnobs, and I just break these up and crumble them over the top, and it's like it's almost as good as proper apple crumble topping, but it's just so convenient in the van, so you haven't got to get all your hands messy and mess about with flour and butter and all the rest of it. So right, let's get this lot on and we'll go from there. There we go. I think that's pretty much ready. I did have to add a little bit of water to it because it was getting a bit thick, and that's ideal. So I'm just going to decant some of that off now into a bowl. I don't want a lot, just that'll do. Right then, so here we have some cooked down apple with a few sultanas and a little bit of mixed spice, and here we have some crushed hobnobs, and I'm just going to chuck those all over the top like you do. Oh, there's quite a lot there. I think that was 4 biscuits. I think 3 would have been enough actually, but never mind. I'm going to kind of pat it down a bit like a cheesecake, and that is going to taste as good as an apple crumble. And then to top it all off, we've got some Ambrosia Devonshire custard, and I'm just going to slap that on the top like that. Look at that. Are you hungry yet? Look at that. And you know what? I haven't had my tea yet, but I might have my dessert first, just because. Hot crumble, cold custard. I bet that's going to taste absolutely gorgeous. We just had such a laugh. We've been taking some crazy pictures, but you'll have to see those on Joe's channel.
Is that alright? Is that your sort of thing, yeah?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. Okay, so Joe's got his stuff sorted out. Whoa, that's loud. It's completely silent outside, but then when you put these on,
You're in the party.
you're in. So we're just waiting for a bit of darkness, and then we can have our silent film. So you're going to film it and do a thing with it, apparently. So.
Hey everybody, we're here somewhere in the UK with Rick, Damon, Austin, myself, Ellie and Rocco, although Rocco's in timeout at the moment. It's a Saturday night. I'm supposed to be streaming live for my radio show, TV station and all that stuff, but I can't, it's not going to stream. So instead, I'm with these amazing guys, which are making fun of me, and we're going to have a silent disco. You've been asking a long time.
Yay!
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Told you I'll get the lads raving. Hope you enjoyed it. Good night. God bless.
Well, good morning. Thought I'd get an early start before the others are up, and just enjoy this little bit of blue sky behind me. It's a bit cloudy over there, so it might get a bit cloudy later. But it's quite early in the morning. Had a great night last night. Joe set up his DJ equipment, as you probably saw. I'm surprised he's actually up with Rocco at the moment on the other side of the field there, and I'm surprised he's up this early, because he definitely had a bit of a snootful last night, but it was all good fun. And I've got my deep voice on again this morning. Having some breakfast. I'm having something called overnight oats, and I made these last night. And it's a little recipe that Steve showed me, actually, introduced me to. And all it is just rolled oats, like 1 cup of rolled oats and 1 cup of milk, or oat milk, or coconut milk, whatever kind of milk you use. A couple of little raisins, and I had a little bit of that leftover apple, cooked down apple, and I put that in there as well. And you just put a lid on it and leave it in the fridge, and then the next morning you've got these lovely oats, or this oatmeal. You don't have to cook it or anything like that. The raisins are all plumped up nicely, and it's really rather pleasant. And because it's oats, it's a slow release of energy, so you get a really substantial breakfast, and this will see me through the whole day if I want it to. So yeah, I highly recommend, if you haven't discovered overnight oats, give them a go. They're very nice. Cheers. Not bad at all. Now for a beverage, I'm substituting coffee at the moment, so I've got ginger tea with a bit of honey, and that's really nice. I always leave the tea bag in, and so I get a nice strong ginger flavour. Good. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning.
How's your head, Joe?
Not too bad, but I've got a sore throat.
You sound a bit deep.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Yes.
Back still hurting, thank you.
Oh yeah, how's your back, Damon? I was going to ask. Damon
Just
pulled.
like turn your camera away and switch it off.
Damon pulled a muscle in his back yesterday while dancing.
I was not dancing.
He was dancing.
I was moving around.
He was moving around. That's what he calls dancing. So you still as sore or sorer?
Not
Or
as bad.
not as
It
bad.
is, yeah, it's very twingy.
You definitely pulled something. Well, there's
I
you
did
know.
sleep up in my bed last night though.
Oh, you actually managed to get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rocco, look at you in your pajamas.
I'll tell you what, we got to use a crowbar to get him out last night.
Who, Rocco?
Yeah.
Really?
For the past 2 nights he's refused, but last night he was worse.
Oh no.
It'll be probably again.
I literally had to push him out, get him to the door.
Was
Every
he-
time I went to push him out the door, he just went back in again.
Oh, you obviously like sitting here then.
It's his bed, isn't it? Look at
Yeah.
He was telling his dad he
And
definitely
comfy,
got to buy a camper van.
Comfy,
Definitely.
Yeah.
comfy.
I'll get you one. It's be good for both of us. I would never go home. I'll be on the road all the time. I think.
Rocco on the road. Is it? Yeah, there's a name of a band there.
Yeah, Rocco on the road. Could be a new YouTube channel. For
Yeah.
Rocco on the road.
There we go. That's one of the photos we took last night. That's brilliant. That's going in one of Joe's videos. Oh, I love it. Anyway, it's Sunday today. We're going to be heading off home soonish. Not sure whether your camera's just kind of looking down here or whether you can actually see my face. Yeah, we're going to be heading off soon. We're just slowly chilling out and packing up. Might not go for a few hours yet, so we'll just sit around drinking cups of tea. I think Joe's dad's coming to pick him up about 2 o'clock later today. It's only about, I don't know, 11ish at the moment, so gonna go and put the kettle on, have another cup of tea and see what the rest of the day brings. Looks like Austin's heading off. Yeah.
I've been off all the time. I'm all.
Yeah, I wonder what that smell was.
I'll see you, mate.
Yeah, you too, mate. You take care and we'll get in touch soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to get on Wonder.
Yeah, we'll do Wonder, definitely.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still charging, so.
Oh, okay. All right. Brilliant.
So hope you find your SD card.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a proper hunt around for it. Oh yes, we look forward to it. Right, I've got 5% battery, so I'm not sure how long this is going to last. So that's it pretty much for this weekend. Austin's already gone. We're just chilling out, ready to head off at some point. Your dad's going to come get you soon. I think we're probably going to stop for one last cuppa and then head off. So thank you, Damon, for
alright.
letting us use your field.
Good to see
It was
you
good
all
fun.
again. Yeah.
Thank you, Joe, for doing your
That's all right.
your disco thing, or whatever you want to call it. Disco is so 70s. What do they call it now?
Silent disco.
Silent disco. Okay, fair enough.
Still called that.
And hopefully I'll put this video together at some point and it'll be for your viewing pleasure. So until next time, thanks for watching, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.